Today on Real Estate New West, we're talking about the end of blind bidding in Canadian real estate. My name is Jeff McLennan. I am a realtor with RE/MAX All Points in New Westminster, and last week I had a buyer who was writing into a multiple offer, and he was quite surprised when we talked about the process and how it was a blind bid system. He had seen on the news that that was coming to an end, but he didn't realize that it hadn't actually happened yet. I figured it was a good time to go through what exactly is happening, what the changes are, and what you can expect. When the 2022 Canadian federal budget was announced, one of the parts of it was the announcement that blind bidding would be coming to an end. Now, if you're not familiar with the process, in Canada, when you write an offer on real estate, if there are competing offers, we use what is called a blind bid system. Each potential buyer writes their offer having no idea what the other offers in play are. And the seller will look at all of the offers and either pick the best one or potentially go back to the top 2 or 3 sometimes and suggest possible changes. This can be an incredibly frustrating process for buyers. You have no idea what the other bids in play are. You don't know if you're writing $5,000 over the next best bid, $50,000, $100,000. I saw one last year where the selling agent later told me that the second best offer was $150,000 under the winning bid. That sucks. We don't know exactly what this new open bidding system will look like, but we do know that CREA, the Canadian Real Estate Association, has already started to implement a change. They're bringing in a program called Open Offers. Now, what Open Offers is a program that will keep buyers up to date on what's going on in real time. We don't know exactly how much information will be shown to buyers yet. I think it's reasonable to expect that you will know what the other prices are of the offers you're bidding against. There's a whole bunch that still needs to get figured out. Already in Toronto, there has been talk about allowing sellers to opt out of the process, which, if that's the case, I'm not really sure what the whole point is. Now, I, for one, think this is a fantastic idea. There has been a lot of pushback in the real estate industry about people who do not approve of this, but I think a lot of that is that people in general just are resistant to change. What I can tell you is that a blind bid system doesn't feel good for anybody. It doesn't feel good for the people who lose, and a lot of times it creates buyer remorse when the buyer writes an offer that's way over asking price, and then when they get accepted, they start to get that little voice in their head that says, did I pay too much? Before you get too excited though, one thing I don't think this will do is fix the housing cost crisis. There are many systems across the world that are already using an open bidding system. Sweden does, New Zealand does, Australia does. All 3 of those markets have seen gigantic rises just like ours and are very competitive systems where sale prices go way over the asking price. Firsthand, I can tell you that one of the most common reactions when I tell one of my buyers who didn't get an offer what the sale price was is them sadly saying, oh, if I'd known that was the price, I would have paid it. Because what we're creating with an open offer system is something much closer to an auction. And anybody who's ever gotten involved in eBay knows that an auction can cause people to lose their minds during bidding just as much as a closed bid system can. That's what's coming. There's actually a ton of changes coming to the real estate market over this year. I'll probably dive into a bunch of those in later videos. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions about what's going on in the real estate market, leave a comment down below. I would be happy to chat. And in the meantime, if you like this content and you want to see more informational videos about real estate or cool listing videos showcasing what I have for sale, please subscribe. Thanks a lot.